It's been a bit of an eternity, but I'm still stuck inside a rock tunnel, not where I wanted to be. Hey guys, EndoPlasmite here. We're back with another episode of EndoPlasmite Plays Pokemon LeafGreen. As I made mention before, I was going to try to do some things behind the scenes, and we've successfully gone through the process for what I was expecting. I'll be joined along with Chaos for a couple sets of episodes. He's currently in the call right now. Just to think he's in the call, he's not saying anything.
This is just me trying to prove that you're a liar.
Yeah, he's here. So for those who don't know, Chaos. I can't talk. Chaos is one of my online friends that I've known for a really long while.
Yeah, we're old men at this point. We're like those two old men from the Muppets.
And then you've got Marsh being the third old man from the Muppets.
I didn't realize I was the third old man, unless you're lying to me.
I'm just trying to include Marsh. Well, I hope also to bring in the one session through this time around.
Clefairy!
So, some of the situation that's going on is I'm trying to get through Rock Tunnel. Once I get through Rock Tunnel, I'm going to start trying to avoid trainers so that way I can collect 2 additional Pokemon that are supposed to be on my quote-unquote final team that I'm using this session. And aside from the starter being a repeat, because it's very easy to pick a starter with that, starter I went with was Venusaur. And as you probably could figure with the second Pokemon on the team, Chaos, Dugtrio is the second Pokemon on the team.
Try out.
The next 2 Pokemon I can actually get in the same city. Potentially.
What Pokemon would that be?
You'll have to wait and see, just like everyone else.
Wow.
I mean, if you've been watching any of the previous videos as well, you might have some guesses of what it could be.
Yeah, out of all 600 by the time this game was released, I've tried and guessed those final 2.
You do realize there's only been 11 episodes, right?
11 times?
Yeah, this makes episode 12.
12?
So we get into the fun conversational
Another
topics.
Rattata.
Sorry, what was that?
I said another Rattata.
Yeah. Fun conversational topics of discussion. Stuff that can be done for every session where I'm bringing friends online to join in with a call. Topics such as, what made you first get into Pokemon?
Honestly, that would have to be Marsh. He asked me, I'm pretty sure he asked me what my preferred Pokemon team would be, and I, being the major Yu-Gi-Oh fan, didn't really watch any form of Pokemon whatsoever. Also, just to let some of y'all know, for any Endo fans who watched his previous videos and know what I sound like, I am currently sick right now, so ignore the kind of nasally voice.
Yeah.
Which I think actually might be growing right now.
Yeah, the turntables. Because I'm usually the one that ends up being nasally.
Yeah, he gave it to me. Jerk. I'm gonna just say something else.
Wireless infection.
Anyway, virus. He gave me a virus.
That gave him a computer virus.
And that gave it to me in the real world. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, he brought me to like one of this kind of like this type of personality type of quiz where you put up your personality listings and the quiz will automatically put you into a Pokemon team, and that was kind of my first exposure to Pokemon, really. Or
Do you remember
what really got me into it.
Do you remember what type of team that they gave you?
I only remembered 3 of the 6. It was Charizard, Arcanine, and Gardevoir.
So first 2 seemed like you were going to go through the process of saying that you were picked as a fire trainer. And then you said Gardevoir.
Yeah, this was... I'm not even sure if I should finish that comment considering what you told me earlier about the whole PG thing.
Well, no, all I'm saying is I was expecting it to be fire type, but as soon as you said Gardevoir, it's like, that's not a fire type.
Every trainer has got a variety in something.
Some, yes. Because you've got 2 approaches to trainers. One set of trainers that go through with the same type of Pokemon, and one that does a variety.
Well, like I said, I can only remember 3 of the 6. I'm sure I probably had some other psychics or fire in that team, but as far as I know, the Charizard, Arcanine, and Gardevoir were the only ones I can remember.
Would you consider any of them your favorites? Or...
definitely Arcanine and Gardevoir would have to be my favorites.
Or, at least to put out a different question then, what would you say is your favorite Pokemon? Also, we're finally out of Rock Tunnel. Now comes the fun game of trying to evade trainers.
Let's see. My favorite Pokemon in general, singular, would have to go to Arcanine.
Normie. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm not gonna lie, I heard you say Normie like for split seconds, but for the seconds before that, I thought you said Darwini. Like you always do.
Nah, that's... They don't know the joke.
That's for the other channel.
Oh, creepy. We're in Lavender Town. It's creepy music. Spooky.
What about you? What got you into Pokemon? And why do I...
TV show growing up as a kid. I don't know if it was that or the Pokemon cards, but I think it was both around the same time. And just like with Yu-Gi-Oh! It was a TV show that I would watch before going to school. I had time to watch Pokemon. Half the time, I wouldn't be able to finish the episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because that's when I'd have to leave to go to the bus stop. But I did watch both of the original stuff growing up.
Oh, speaking of Arcanine, here's Growlithe.
Yeah.
Also, just for some context, I have played LeafGreen, or technically it would be Fire Red before, but it was only the randomizer that I would play. So any of the static Pokemon, I would not know the location of.
What would you say is the first physical game that you've actually owned or played? If there's a physical game that you owned or played.
In general, or Pokemon in general?
Pokemon game.
That would honestly have to be Fire Red randomizer on the emulator because, like I said, I was more of a Yu-Gi-Oh person than an actual Pokemon player.
Well, I mean, that kind of answers the question, but it kind of doesn't. Question being with it, is there a physical game that you own? Or is it just with emulators?
It was just with emulators.
Okay.
Because by the time I recently got back into Pokemon, I only really watched a little bit of the show, but I could never really fully get into it. And by the time I did get fully into it, I didn't really have a system in which to play the Pokemon games.
That's fair. Not what I wanted. What's up?
This is just a random guess, but I'm gonna have to say I got back into Pokemon at least probably a year and a half after I met you.
Can't say I know for sure. Also, I'm surprised that I remember I had Burn Heal.
Because I remember I wasn't really into Pokemon when you asked me to do the Evolution Deathlock.
Oh yeah. Good times, sorta.
Yeah, with the prancing little Eevee.
I was right. And then the reason why I was saying I was right is I made a prediction earlier on the channel saying that for the trainers that I actually have to physically fight with no way to avoid it, it was either going to be 1 or 2. It's more likely it being 1. So now, finally in Celadon City. Location where we'll actually have 2 sets of Pokemon that I will actually be collecting. One will be pretty easy to collect, and one is going to be pretty difficult to collect. So let's go through with the easy one first, shall we?
I may not know exactly which one you're talking about, but I'm gonna take a wild guess and say, wait, no, I don't think this is the area with the safari.
Nope.
Okay, never mind.
But it's funny you say that.
Why, one of them is in the safari?
I'll leave it as that.
I'll leave it to your imagination. Assuming you got one.
Imagination. Alright, just double check.
Imagination.
Ether.
Either you got it or either you don't.
Ha!
Waha! Waha! Waha!
Alright. So, first Pokemon to be joining along with the team is actually going to be through here. With Eevee. Which sounds a bit cliche and generic. But see, the other options for the specific types I'm going for, there's a reason I'd be picking Eevee. If you'd say you'd have to guess between the 3 main evolutions, which one do you think I'm going to try to evolve Eevee into?
Flareon.
What makes you say it?
Just a guess.
Okay.
At least what my gut is telling me.
Well, regardless of any of the 3, I don't have any of the stones right now to do it. So,
regardless of which one you chose, you're still wrong, just because.
well, that's not what
Just
I
say I'm
mean.
wrong out of spite.
In order to actually get the evolution stone, I actually need to buy it from here. Not here. One more. There we go. Where you can buy all 3 sets of stones, plus a leaf stone if you need to. And mail, because if you need mail. And then a Pokédoll. So, your gut was actually correct on that.
Ha!
Because any other options for fire types with this game I've already used physically before as teams. So I can't, I'm trying to avoid using repeats, essentially.
So can I ask you a question?
Go for it.
Please tell me that when I said Flareon, your eyes actually widened a bit, like, holy crap, he got it.
No.
Oh, come on! At least give me and my clairvoyance at least some credit.
I did say your gut feeling was right. Also, I just realized, wouldn't it have been funny if it turns out the Eevee that I picked up was shiny? I've made that joke several times and it hasn't happened yet. So, downside for Flareon, though, is unlike Jolteon and Vaporeon, the type that it is doesn't work for its abilities, like stats. Because Fire type in this game is a special attack move. And Flareon is a physical attacker Pokemon. Also,
Just gonna spam quick attacks.
we don't have the right move to actually teach it yet. So that'll be fun, because we gotta figure out... Consult the guide! Let's see. So... Level 16, I would have already learned of Ember, but Eevee's already at level 25, so that doesn't help. So there's Bite at level 30. The next fire type move isn't for a good number of levels though, so that doesn't help me out too much. I also don't have a fire type move either. So that doesn't help me out either. So, there's a couple different approaches for what we can do on that. I think the simplest solution, though, is just press on for a little bit. Actually, before I do that, I probably need to see if I can sell some stuff.
You don't want to buy, you want to sell.
And all of these moves are moves that I don't really have a use for right now. Speaking of moves I don't have a use for, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be freaking out over some of the decisions I'll be making on this.
Alright, just one quick question though.
What's up?
When you obtain the TM roar, please tell me you at least reference Do the Roar.
No.
Dang it!
So, there's a stockpile of TMs that I have on Fire Red. And if those are the ones that I sold are in that list, I'm going to probably make use of them again later. You never know. So the other Pokemon that I need to collect, I gotta do a couple steps before I even get to that point, and even then, I may not have enough to get it. So first thing is I gotta speak to this guy.
I wonder what was going through somebody's mind when they decided to go into a random hotel room and just talk to some random guy and found out, oh hey, coin purse.
It's a restaurant.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not outside the gym, he's just playing casino games.
From nice guy. The man. The man.
Oh, is that so? I wonder what makes you think that it's run by Team Rocket.
Totally not because of the big R round to the right side.
I was gonna say because of the giant rocket that's in the back.
You only got 3 badges? You scrub.
Yeah. I've only
So?
I only just made it to the 4th gym city. I might be able to do it. Okay, one moment, hold on. I want to double check something just so I don't botch it. Hold on. Sorry.
It's fine.
I'm trying to double check it so I don't screw myself over and give away who I'm actually collecting. We're going to avoid dealing with the slots as well, because the slots are a little bit too RNG to deal with. And that's just going to eat up a whole bunch of time.
You want to deal with gambling because gambling too long?
Come on. Okay. What's that? That. Yeah. Okay. I can do it. I can do it, and I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
Whoopsie. Ta-ta.
Okay. I'm gonna do it, but I'm probably gonna wait actually until next episode to do it.
So we just wasted that time for nothing!
Not really. The way I've been
You
setting
made
up
me sit here and do nothing!
the way that I've been setting up the thumbnails, it'll make sense with it. But anyways, I'm the guardian of this poster.
Oh, I see. He's the poster child.
Oh look, a normal Eradicate.
Oh no, our defense!
Here's sand in your eye.
Pocket sand!
More
Pocket
pocket
sand!
sand. And one more round of pocket sand. How is
Oh
it
no,
with
scary face!
How is it with 2 sand attacks, it's still hitting? Most of the time, accuracy should be low enough that it should be an issue.
I'm pretty sure you don't need accuracy to make a scary face, Endo.
It definitely hit pretty hard, though.
That because our defense, though. Oh, Zubat! Zubat!
No.
Pull out now! Pull out now! Yeah, go!
I hit hard. He doesn't hit hard. See?
Well, I mean, did you even see your normal damage?
Yeah.
Or your regular attack? 71 is gonna do a whole lot of damage, dude.
Push the button.
Push that button. Push that button.
Actually, you know what I'm gonna do?
What?
You see, just double checking something. Can I? Yes. I was gonna use one move for Vaporeon, but I'm gonna switch it. Vaporeon. For Flareon, but I'm gonna switch it out with Secret Power. So, Secret Power is gonna be one of the 4 moves for Flareon that stays. I need the ability to hit harder. Yeah, I broke into Team Rocket's operation.
What nerve?
Another Eradicate. What happens if
Scary
I hit
face!
them?
Scary face!
What happens if I hit them harder with this stronger move?
Hit them harder.
And then I just do this.
Yeah. Just yeah.
Ouch. Big ouch.
Oh yeah, ouch.
Doing a switch.
Yeah, emergency pullback.
Big ouch. Ouchie wouchie.
That's my thing. Then you always say the other thing that involves a, you know. Escape rope.
What was that? Whoop. Hold
I
on.
wish
Give me a moment. I'll be right back.
Likewise. I'm back. You are not, though. Never mind.
Okay, I'm back.
I just got back to it.
Okay, sorry about that, folks. That's actually probably the second instance so far with the series that I've had to do a large-scale cut like that. Had to try to put the kitten away, so that way she wouldn't be running around the house while we're trying to do the recording session.
And I had to put some salt water in my mouth. Don't get influenza. It stinks. You know, you're trying to keep this PG, so why am I talking like kids are watching?
Because they could be. In one of my other episodes, I did have this debate of trying to figure out if I wanted to make this kid-friendly or not. The thing is, if I switched it to kid-friendly, then YouTube does a bunch of stuff to the channel. And bad things happen if some accident happens. Such as the potential removal of videos.
That's the second channel.
Yes. But again, the whole purpose of the second channel is just to isolate everything Pokemon-wise into one specific block. Since it wasn't doing good on the regular channel on its own.
Yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
I do have plans for this channel as well, aside from just playing Pokemon LeafGreen. But I have to get things set up enough to be able to work those plans.
You got beaten. Beaten.
I don't remember specifically what the time was present on timestamps. Put one cat away and the other cat's now trying to get attention again. Per usual.
Boop, 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 boop.
There were other questions lined up, but I can't seem to think of them at the current moment.
Yeah, we're lame.
This guy's got a lot of Pokemon.
He's a hoarder.
I think his last one's Ekans. Nope.
Eradicate.
Flareon's hitting them. I don't know what, like a... Flareon's hitting them like someone that does a lot of damage in one go. That's all I can specifically think of right now, at least that it can do, current second. Well, the way this plays out for what's going on, I'm gonna have to do this as bulk recording sessions again because I've got some things happening the next couple of days. I mean, there hasn't been any videos being uploaded anyways on Saturdays and Sundays, so we're clear on that. But we're gonna keep...
Gosh.
What's up?
I said, oh thank gosh.
So we're gonna keep running through the rest of the stuff going on this, with another episode popping off with Chaos and myself in the same call and running the same situation. So we will see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.